Well, if your headaches are more than just periodic pain and cause you to rearrange your day, even miss work, miss out on life, we may have some help for you today. People often hear from their doctors that there's just no specific cause for their headaches. They say it's just all in your head. So if you can't find relief from your headaches, the first step may be getting a second opinion. Here to explain why, we have Dr. Randy James. He's with the Denver Headache and Spine Center. Welcome back to Colorado's Best, Randy.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. You know, we're always talking about how busy everybody is, and you can relate because you're a dad.
I can relate.
And it's spring break, so Randy brought his beautiful daughter in. She's here live in the studio.
I brought my daughter, and she's going to wave to Mom.
She sees herself. There she is.
Yep.
This is Caden.
This is Caden Avery, and her brother is at home with Mom teething.
Oh, teething.
I am familiar with trying to juggle, you know, a busy life.
Yeah, you understand so much. Oh, she's beautiful.
She gets it from her mother. But, you know, I oftentimes wonder if the only break we get during the day is the 5 minutes before we fall asleep. I mean, it's just life is so busy, and I really, you know, I feel sorry for people that one of the partners suffers from a lot of pain. I mean, most of the people I see, the vast majority, are in pain all the time. It's just that pain goes up and down.
Right. And isn't it shocking to hear how long they've dealt with it?
Yeah, and mainly because it's just kind of like, you know, we've tried everything. There's really nothing else we can try on you, so just learn to manage your headache pain. And in some cases, unfortunately, that's true. But in a lot of cases, it's just something that's been missed by their primary or their neurologist. And that's kind of where I fit into the puzzle, is really troubleshooting somebody's headache and figuring out, okay, where is this coming from? And is it coming from a defect at the base of the skull that's what I treat, or is it coming from somewhere else where I can refer that person to the appropriate provider?
So what do you do? You can tell pretty quickly if you're going to be able to help someone or not.
Yeah, I mean, of course, taking a good history and listening to the person helps me determine whether or not I think what I do will be helpful. If indeed I feel like that some of their headache is mediated by this defect at the base of the skull, that's the catalyst for a lot of their headaches, I image them and then use this device that you're seeing now that corrects this defect. It's non-invasive. This is FDA approved. This isn't something that I came up with. This was designed by engineers at Georgia Tech. It's postgraduate education to learn how to use it.
And so what's going on with that when that is touching her neck? Is it tapping? Is it sending
it's sending essentially a sound wave into the first bone of the neck and correcting a defect that oftentimes creates headaches and migraines and that kind of thing.
Yeah, clearly non-invasive.
Yeah, it's non-invasive, no shots or anything like that.
What an incredible alternative to taking drugs to try to just dull the pain,
right,
or to trying to turn to surgery. I mean, you are having incredible results with this.
I have a lot of good luck, and a lot of that's just patient selection, because if somebody comes in and says, look, I want you to look at me, and I go through all of their imaging and I feel like, look, this just isn't a good fit, I will move them on to the next person that's the best fit for them.
Right.
And we are lucky to have a good small subspecialty group of headache doctors here in town that's, you know, neurology, injections, pain management and rehab, all that kind of stuff.
So you take them during, you know, the consultation, you'll take them through the x-rays, you'll do all of the, you know, the kind of predetermining if you can help them.
Before I do any imaging or anything, I can tell with some 99% accuracy whether or not they're going to respond to what I do.
What kinds of things put people in this condition? Is it just like a slip and fall, maybe a car accident?
You know, if there's like a temporal relationship with an event like a trauma, I was bucked off a horse, I dove in a pool with no water in it, or, you know, you have to have your head snapped around in order to create this problem.
Some sort of like a whiplash
kind
of
effect.
A
trauma,
or,
like if,
you know, I've fallen a couple of times skiing and really jarred.
I mean, sometimes it's clear. It's, hey, I fell and oh my gosh, I hurt my neck, and then my headache started. Other times it's unclear. Maybe it's the cumulative effect of several different things.
Right.
It's hard to tell.
Now, once you start treatment, how soon are people starting to feel the difference?
Usually within the first 2-3 weeks, people are a lot better, and 4 weeks out, they are profoundly improved.
2 to 4 weeks, a profound difference. I love to hear that.
Like half, at least half gone.
Yeah, and we just love to hear from your patients. So let's listen in on someone who recently came to you.
Very good.
Cracked my helmet, had a mild concussion, and then shortly thereafter just developed the chronic migraine situation where I was getting about 5 migraines a week, going on for about 11, 12 years now. All sorts of different medications, got to the point where I would get so tolerant of one, I'd have to move to another. I tried acupuncture, I tried all different types of herbal treatments and whatnot, and then finally a friend of mine suggested that I come here to the Denver Headache Institute to see Randy, and my life has been completely different since I've been under his treatment. Allowed me to get my life back, going again from having on average about 5 migraines a week to having about 2 or 3 a month is amazing. I can leave and go, work fully without knowing that I'm going to have to, have that cloud hanging over my head that I may have that migraine that's going to put me in a bad position. I can do happy hours with friends. I can play golf in the weekends. I can ski and snowboard and live the active life that I live without having that fear of getting into a migraine state where, just light sensitivity and nausea and everything. So it's been life-changing.
It's so incredible to hear that it's life-changing, and Dr. Randy James wants to help you. He encourages you to come in for a free consultation and that second opinion. If he cannot help you, he will refer you to someone who can. So the first 10 people who pick up the phone and call right now, mention Colorado's Best, you will receive that free consultation as well as the second opinion. It's Dr. Randy James at Denver Headache and Spine Center. Here's his number, 303-795-7530, or you can go online to denverheadache.com. He says if the lines are busy, please leave a message. He will get right back to you. And Caden is now here in Daddy's lap, where she belongs. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Well, coming up on Colorado's Best, find your future home today. Call our Help Center right now and get started on the search. The number is 303-218-BEST. We'll take you on a virtual tour of some gorgeous properties that just went up for sale in Colorado. That's next. And later, a charity that grants wishes to seniors. It celebrates the art of aging with a gala you do not want to miss. Find out how you can get tickets before they sell out.